So there's like multiple. What I think a good player would be is a little difficult to answer. Because I think a good player is um, you're looking, you're taking a concept that starts in an abstract, and then you're moving it to a particular, but it's going to be different for each person individually, and then people don't really tend to show you anything particular about themselves. People like to envision themselves in abstracts, especially when they're dealing with new people or they're dealing with someone that has power over them. Like me, I'm the head coach. I have power over you. Um, so figuring out what who someone is extremely important. Um, for figuring out how you're going to work with them and figuring out if they can even be a good player. Um, I think you can kind of get a light read on someone just based on their like tendencies, like if they are an aimer, if they're a IGL, util first, like that kind of stuff. Um, I don't know what the hard read would be for each of these individually. Um, but I mean, each have their strengths and weaknesses. But this is what I'm saying. You're starting in an abstract trying to move to a particular because you're trying to understand someone. And it's like that system doesn't really work, like, just as a whole. Like, how often is politics correct? How often is an opinion on society correct? Like, looking back at it retroactively. Like, if you were to look at, like, the Romans or something, like how they thought the world worked, they had no clue. It's the same thing with us. We have no clue. Um, so that system doesn't really work. We can't really just categorize people into archetypes. So what can we do? Well, we can do what we think a good player would be personally. So what I think a good player would be is I think the ability to calculate for multiple variables is important. I think the ability to um, understand um, like their role is extremely important. I think the mechanics are very important. And then I think like thinking that they deserve to win like is very important. Um, and that's what my ideal player would be. So through that, now all we really get is through analyzing through particulars. Is we get like an idea of what I'm gonna probably look for in a player. But we don't get really what a good player is. There's infinite players that are good, and they don't fit these definitions at all. Um, so I mean, then that kind of comes back to my system where you need some sort of like checks and balances in order to make sure that weaknesses in the team are being filled by the right person. And then it kind of goes even further back to having the right staff to facilitate the right voices being heard and the right voices feeling like they can even speak. Um, and yeah, I think that is one of the big struggles when it comes to actually looking for players.